Since 1963, the Vancouver Sea Festival has been one of the events that makes summer in Canada's city by the sea so enjoyable. Good evening and welcome to Red's Classic Theatre. This is Spanish Banks, one of the venues for this year's Sea Festival. And tonight we'll preview the Sea Festival, which runs from July 16th through 19th, and show you some of the events planned. Our movie tonight is the 1960 British war drama, Sink the Bismarck. With Kenneth More and Dana Winter in the lead roles, the picture tells the story of the hunt for Hitler's most feared battleship. In a do-or-die effort in 1941, Winston Churchill ordered the British Navy to track down and sink the 52,000-ton Terror. As it happens, many of those British ships set sail from the same Portsmouth shipyards that we saw a few months ago when our show visited England. And now, here's Act One of Sink the Bismarck. This week, Red's Classic Theatre is touring some of the sites for this year's Vancouver Sea Festival. And right now, we're at Spanish Banks, named after the Spanish explorers who first charted the area. Now, if your family enjoys sand sculptures, come and watch talented amateurs during the Sea Festival Sandcastle Contest. The action takes place Thursday, July 16th from 11 in the morning till 4 p.m. and Friday, July 17th from 11:30 in the morning until 4:30 p.m. Spanish Banks will also be the location of a tasty salmon barbecue throughout the run of SeaFest 92. It's a delicious way to celebrate the joys of our community by the sea. And I'll meet you over at Jericho Beach with more of the activities right after these messages. Jericho Beach will see its share of SeaFest 92 events as well. You'll find the disabled sailing demonstration on Sunday, July 19th at noon, an interesting event. Or you can take in the Eco Marine Kayak Endurance Race. It's on from 10 to 4, also Sunday, July the 19th. More about SeaFest 92 a little later on, but right now, back to Kenneth More and Dana Winter in Sink the Bismarck. We're previewing the 1992 Vancouver Sea Festival this week on Red's Classic Theatre. And this is Kitsilano Beach, a great spot to view the special bathtub demonstration race Saturday, July 18th at 2 p.m. While doing research for tonight's movie, we found some very interesting facts about Sink the Bismarck. Leading lady Dana Winter was fitted for her uniform for tonight's film by the same tailor shop that dressed British naval legends Lord Horatio Nelson and Captain Bligh from Mutiny on the Bounty fame. When Jeeves Naval Outfitters opened in 1795, Captain Bligh is thought to have been their very first customer. One of the most ironic facts about tonight's movie revolves around the actor who plays the role of the German admiral. In fact, he'd been an announcer who had announced that same German admiral's death during World War II. Karol Stepanek, having fled Nazi Germany, was in the BBC newsroom broadcasting news to foreign countries when the report of the British Navy's victory over the Bismarck came in. Quite an amazing fact. And now let's return to Sink the Bismarck. We're previewing the 1992 Sea Festival, and with us, of course, is the mascot and the vice chairman of this year's Vancouver Sea Festival, Mr. Brian Calder. What makes it different this year, Brian, the Sea Festival?
Well, Red, it's the 30th year of the Sea Festival. We're taking it back to the community. You know, we're getting rid of all the tents and all the commercialism out of them. We've got 38, as of today, 38 events committed to the Sea Festival. They're all community-based. We're taking it not leaving the West End, but we're expanding it beyond the West End. We're including Granville Island, we're including over to Science World, we're including out to Spanish Banks, Jericho, we're having sandcastle contests, barbecues, local events for the families, the community, the young people, and the seniors. We're concentrating on that this year.
All right, running from July the 16th through the 19th. Now, if people want information, what's the number they can call for the various activities at the different locales?
And I hope they do. 684-FEST, 684-3378.
Thank you, Brian, and mascot. And now let's get back to our feature movie, Sink the Bismarck. Hope you're enjoying Sink the Bismarck, starring Kenneth More on Red's Classic Theatre. Before starting his acting career, Kenneth More was a fur trapper in Canada's Arctic. He began his acting career in the 1930s, playing bit parts in plays and films. After World War II service in the Royal Navy, More became a leading screen figure of the 50s, with lead roles in two popular comedies, Genevieve and Doctor in the House. Now, that movie also brought him a British Film Award as the nation's best actor. Following that, Kenneth More was named top actor at the Venice Film Festival for his performance in the 1955 drama, The Deep Blue Sea. Kenneth More continued playing both comedies and dramas with equal ease until the 1960s when his film career declined. He then devoted his time to stage plays and television, most notably the BBC TV series The Forsyte Saga. Kenneth More died in 1982. And now let's return to Sink the Bismarck. We're scouting locations for this year's Vancouver Sea Festival, opening Thursday, July 16th. Our spot here at English Bay will be a great place to see the new Sea Festival Land and Sea Parade, Saturday, July 18th, starting at 10 a.m. And from this location, it's time for our movie trivia quiz. In 1960, a popular American singer had a #1 hit song, Sink the Bismarck. Can you name the artist? We'll be back with the answer in just a moment. From beautiful English Bay, here's the answer to our movie trivia quiz. The American singer who had a song inspired by the motion picture Sink the Bismarck was Johnny Horton. His song called Sink the Bismarck reached #1 on the Billboard charts on April 25th, 1960. But the song was never heard on the movie soundtrack. And now Sink the Bismarck continues. Well, that's a wrap for this week's edition of Red's Classic Theater. Hope you enjoyed Sink the Bismarck, starring Kenneth More and Dana Winter. Now be sure to join us next Sunday night on Red's Classic Theater for Western action with the motion picture Rio Grande, starring Maureen O'Hara and John Wayne. In the meantime, my invitation's wide open. If there's a motion picture you'd like to see or the suggestion of a location, write to Red Robinson, KVUS TV in Vancouver. We'd like to take this opportunity of thanking the Vancouver Sea Festival Society for their cooperation in hosting the show this week. In particular, Karen Montserrat, she was the lady in the whale costume, and also Vice Chairman of the Sea Festival, Brian Calder. Thank you for your cooperation. And if you'd like more information on the Sea Festival, be sure to dial 684-FEST. That's 684-FEST. Remember, the Sea Festival runs July 16th through 19th along the shoreline in Vancouver. We'll see you next Sunday night for Rio Grande. Until then, thank you for being with us. From English Bay, good night, everybody.